I am tired of DoorDash threatening drivers for no reason. What if I told you there is another new scare tactic DoorDash is using? Want to know what it is? I feel like lately everything DoorDash sends Dashers is an idle threat and a scare tactic to get drivers to do what they want you to do, or a way of DoorDash having another excuse to deactivate at any time. Now, throughout my 6 years doing DoorDash and over 15,000 deliveries, these notices, so to speak, are getting out of hand. And the latest one I'm about to show you is another example of, in my opinion, DoorDash stupidity. In just a little bit, I'll go over this email that was sent to one of our fellow Dashers. Is this a scare tactic, or did this Dasher actually do something wrong? And could you do anything to make sure you don't get an email just like this one? And throughout this video, I'll be giving you what I truly think of this email and what happened. You are not going to want to miss a minute of this. Let's get right into this. There is a little bit of a backstory that I want you to know all the details so you give a really good opinion of this. Now, this was sent to me from another Dasher. They said they couldn't understand why they got this. All communication with the customer was short and simple, and nothing short of something like waiting for your food, or I'm on my way, or hope they have a good day. The only thing that went wrong prior to the email, she went into a Starbucks. While she was waiting on her order, she used their bathroom. But supposedly, Starbucks does not allow anyone to use their bathroom without a purchase. Did you guys know this? And the employee let the Dasher know so it didn't happen again. But she was really nice about it. For my own curiosity, I looked up Starbucks policy on this, and sure enough, this really is their policy. This will make sense after I read this email. So, have you heard of this? I was today's years old when I actually learned this. Were you ever denied the bathroom at Starbucks? Let me know. Here is the email that was sent out. We're writing to inform you that we've received a report that you created an unsafe environment by using abusive, aggressive, or inappropriate language while engaging with the DoorDash platform. Wow, those are some strong words, right? Okay, moving on. At DoorDash, the safety of Dashers, merchants, and customers that use the DoorDash platform is paramount. Duh. We want to make sure you feel safe when performing deliveries, that merchants, this is the key, that merchants feel comfortable working with Dashers, and that customers have no safety concerns when receiving the orders. Please note that this is a notice and no action is needed at this time. If we receive more reports of similar nature in the future, your account could be subject to deactivation. For more information, please visit DoorDash Service Provider Platform Access Policy. Sincerely, the DoorDash Operations Team. I was all right with most of this email until I got to the end where they said your account could be subject to deactivation threat, right? Well, we can all look at this somewhat positively, that this is more information than what Dashers would normally have received in the past. It would have been straight deactivation, deactivate first, ask questions later. Now, a couple of things on this email about the abusive language. I'm going to take this Dasher's word for it that nothing was said inappropriately. But lately, DoorDash's AI has been seriously more strict with finding keywords and flagging in their system. Have you guys found this lately? I heard one Dasher got an email similar to this because he used the words pretty sure, and the word pretty got flagged as inappropriate due to harassment and inappropriate behavior. Wow, right? Now, just a couple of weeks ago, I was doing a substitution, and DoorDash sent the customer an automated response to the substitution I wanted to do. And then they flagged their own response to the customer, claiming it was me who sent something inappropriate. I read through the whole verbiage and I'm like, I don't understand what's inappropriate, but it's unmated from DoorDash, not me. Strange, right? So has any of your messages lately gotten flagged in the DoorDash system, or have you seen an email similar to this one? Let me know. Now, the reason why in the beginning I brought up the Starbucks issue was because of the sentence, we want to make sure you feel safe when performing deliveries, that merchants feel comfortable working with Dashers. Could the merchants, aka Starbucks, reported her to DoorDash for using the bathroom, which to me is absolutely ridiculous, but maybe it's a possibility. Could the Starbucks employee be that petty? Anything is honestly possible. Is this a scare tactic, or did the Dasher actually do something wrong? Let's dissect this a little bit. I personally think DoorDash gives out threats all the time. A lot of times I think they're meaningless. So if you know as a Dasher, you did absolutely nothing wrong, honestly, I would have just ignored this and moved on and just laughed and thought this is the most ridiculous thing. Now, did the Dasher actually do something wrong? Obviously, we don't have all of her messages to customers right in front of us. I'm going to give this Dasher the benefit of the doubt that they didn't. This is my rule of thumb, and you guys are going to have to let me know what your own rule of thumb is. I interact with the customer the least amount I possibly can on the DoorDash platform. I don't interact with the customer at all unless it is something that I need to interact with them with. I don't even say anything about long wait times, because most likely if I'm waiting 10 minutes, I'm unassigning the order and moving on. I do communicate through messaging, especially doing, substitutions, because I think that's part of doing shopping. But I never tell a customer I'm on my way. I never tell the customer thank you or any of that stuff. My interactions are very limited, so nothing like this actually happens. Could this be her fault? Maybe. I mean, should she not have used the bathroom? I don't see, honestly, a big problem with it. Me personally, I didn't even know that was a policy. So knowing me, I would just naively go in and use their bathroom, come back out, and probably like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I did not even know. How she interacted with the employee, that we don't know. So maybe the Starbucks employee is the one who really did report her and didn't like the interaction. So you never know as a Dasher who you're interacting with and who can possibly report something for DoorDash. So always keep things professional when it comes to this. So what do you think? Do you think it was DoorDash sending this Dasher a scare tactic and an idle threat? Do you think that they send threats like this all the time as an excuse to later deactivate? There are so many different possibilities that this could be. Or do you think that the Dasher actually did something wrong? Let me know all of this in the comments. Could you do anything to make sure you don't get an email just like this one as a Dasher? You can do a couple of things. First of all, I already said it, but I'll say it again. Keep your messages and communication with any customer short, sweet, simple, professional, nice, kind. Customers, and this goes back to my years of customer service prior to even being a DoorDash Dasher. If you ask them to do anything, they usually do the opposite. Ask them for a 5-star rating, they'll give you a 1-star rating because they can. Ask them to have a nice day, they'll be like, yeah, sure, I'll have a nice day. It's human nature for some people to react negatively to someone asking them to do something, and it has the opposite effect. So just be careful with your communications to the customer and keep them limited. Now, as far as the Starbucks thing, supposedly never use the bathroom unless you're purchasing while you're picking up someone's order. That is something new today. But let's talk merchants just for a couple of seconds. Always be kind to merchants. You never know what they can say to DoorDash in your interactions with them. Keep a level head. I know sometimes as Dashers we can get frustrated because of wait times, or they might even be rude to you. Even if they are, still kill them with kindness, because you never know what they're going to report to DoorDash. We can't report anything, but they can, and that's just the nature of our business. I mean, you can always call support if you have a bad interaction, but just always be cautious and be kind and courteous with your fellow merchants. I'm telling you, they're the gateway to some of your success. They can get your orders quicker. Just always keep that in mind. So guys, what do you think about all of this madness? Do you think that the email was warranted, or do you think it was just another threat from DoorDash? Talking about DoorDash stupidity, they added another merchant onto their growing list. You want to learn what the merchant is and how it affects you as a Dasher? Well, check this one out next, and I'll see you over there.